Thanks. Looks like the Crocs are trying to break out of here. We'll hold the line with these artifacts. I heard from Amanda that the Narini gained some of their power from flame gems they keep in the palace. If you could go around and collect them, I'm sure their magical powers would be reduced.
These artifacts had better work. These Crocs are amassing an army. The Narini nobles just keep coming. Say there, can you do me a favor? I need to fill out this information sheet about the enemy, but I fear that I am no match for the magical creatures here. Would you be willing to go up against them and write down their strengths and weaknesses as battle tactics? You can't expect to go to war without all the paperwork in order.
Thanks for this. I just hope I can hold out against all the Narini warriors. Say, I saw you in action out there, and you look like you could put those Narini warriors in their place. I've barely made a dent on their defenses, and it's likely because they have some magic scrolls on their side. I have heard that they carry the scrolls of the Narini on them for protection. If you were to take some of these away from them, we'd have the advantage over those overgrown lizards. Care to take some out?
At last! Once we use these artifacts, we can stop the army. See there, I've been waiting for some reinforcements to show up, but they are way overdue. I surmise that these flame guardians are keeping the troops away. Would you be good enough to give a few of these overgrown campfires the toss? I think with a few less of their numbers, my boys can get through. Welcome back, young wizard. With the artifacts in place, the Crocs won't be getting out of this pyramid if we can help it. We may have slowed the Crocs down, but I can't just leave my soldiers out there. They'll be overwhelmed. My higher-ups won't like this, but please, defeat some Narini warriors and Narini flame guardians. Give my soldiers a fighting chance. Say there, might I trouble you for a favor? Those brutish desert golems pilfered our food supply, hoping to drive our troops out. Still, Nothing stops our strapping young lads from doing their duty. Even so, being hungry will slow our boys down. Can't do battle on an empty stomach. Would you care to wrestle with some of those frightful sand monstrosities and get our tins of food back?
You were able to collect enough of the flame gems to diminish the Narini's powers? Brilliant! Soon we'll have those reptiles on the run. Tell you what, I'm not sure these flame gems are safe down here. If I have these on me, I think I will be in danger. The Narini are sure to try to get them back. I could not hold them all off for long. I think it would be most prudent if you were to take these outside the pyramid, up to Sergeant Major Talbot at the Oasis. He'll know what to do with them.
Ah, we really gave those Crocs what for. The soldiers are holding their own now. Outstanding. My men are doing all they can, but they can't fight forever. It's not enough to hold the army. We have to defeat it. One last request, young wizard. Defeat the Narini family. They have erected a spirit barrier to the throne room. Their names are Edo, Nebbit, Shai, and Akori. Defeat them, and the barrier will be broken down.
You may have seen the fall of the other Narini, but the next thing you will see is me celebrating my victory. Thus begins the draining of your strength and the restoration of my glory.
You took the scrolls of Narini away from those warriors? Gadzooks! You've just turned the tide of the battle in our favor! I'd rather not hang on to these scrolls of Narini. If I were to get attacked, they would just fall into the hands of the enemy again. Would you be good and take these up to Zane in the library?
You poor, pitiful wizard. I am glad you showed up here. I will do you a favor. I shall put you out of your misery.
By Jove, you've done it! It looks as if you've punched a hole in their defenses. Now the other lads will be able to get here when the fighting starts. I wish we had a whole brigade of spell slingers like you. We'd have won this battle with the Tuts long ago. Cheers.
Once I have exhausted your power, let us see if you still approach the great Nebit Narini with such disrespect.
Splendid! You retrieved our biscuits! It's hard to do battle, especially when you don't have any biscuits for tea. By Jove, I think you'd save this entire campaign. Cheers! First-rate work, young wizard. I may have taken a few risks, but you really put the lives of my men before your own. Now that we have the key to the throne room, we can continue the assault in there. You're a true hero in my book. If you ever decide on a military career, you're more than welcome in my unit. Report to Professor Winthrop and tell him of our successful assault. He should be ready to proceed into the throne room now.
You recovered the key? Oh my, this is a red-letter day indeed. We must hurry. Now we can get inside the map room and find where the Order of the Fang is hiding. I have to gather some notes and then I'll meet you inside the map room. See you there.
You were able to get all the data I needed on the enemy? Brilliant! Now I can come up with the best tactics for us to use. With this data, we're certain to defeat the Tuts.
There you are. I've got my notes now. Let's get to work tracking down the Order of the Fang, shall we? We'll most likely need the use of a serpent's staff, so I'll trust you to procure one for us. According to my notes, the Order of the Fang used magic to hide their location. Only by using a powerful artifact in this map room can we undo their spell. There! That slot must be where the serpent staff would go. And I remember Prince Manu Narini swung it at my head when the Tuts attacked. I'd rather not have a repeat of that. Could you go down the hall and battle Prince Manu Narini for the serpent staff? We must set things right. Work! Now to use the staff. We'll soon figure out the Order's secret location. It's no use. The staff isn't working. What could I have done wrong?
Professor Winthrop stares at his notes in frustration, then looks up suddenly with a bright gleam in his eye.
That's it! In ancient times, the Eye of Krok was placed here in this room, but Krokon recently took it in a show of power. You must go further into Krokon lair, defeat him, and take back the Eye of Krok. Then we can find the Order of the Fang at last.
Where the two suns shine, the way will be clear. But not if there is any moon shining.
You will test your might against me, and you will fail. Why even try, weakling?
Splendid! We have the Eye of Krok. Since you defeated Krokencommon and Prince Manu Narini, you deserve the honor of discovering the Order of the Fang. Go on. Take the Eye of Krok and the Serpent's Staff and place them in the slots on the platform. Then repeat the ancient words I taught you.
You do as the professor says, and shout the ancient words Al-Kashara Kazam. A bright light flashes, and with a crackle, the map reveals the secret meeting place of the Order of the Fang.
You've done it! The secret location of the Order of the Fang is revealed. Never would have thought to look there. It's on another island. I need to gather one or two other things here. Meet me back in the Altar of Kings. We can continue from there.
You brought me these scrolls because one of the Marleybonians thought they may be dangerous if they were left down there?
Zane takes a look at the scrolls you hand to him.
The scrolls of Narini. I see why they would not want these to remain in the pyramid. I will hold on to these for you and make sure they remain safe.
You say you want me to hang on to these flame gems so that the Narini will not be able to use them against us? Of course I will. In fact, I'll have them sent back to Marleybone just to make sure they stay safe. Excellent. We finally know where the Order of the Fang is. Now we can find them, get the Krokonomicon, and keep it from falling into evil hands. Now that we know where to find the Order of the Fang, we'll need permission to explore there. Go speak with Sergeant Major Talbot by the lake outside. Tell him we may have found a way to set things right again. What ho! The Order of the Fang may have the secret to defeating the Tuts, eh? And it's an old book? Indeed. We must ensure that book doesn't fall into the wrong hands, then. Their inner lair must be explored at once. There is no time to lose. We set up ferries to Krokosphinx before the Kroks attacked. Good thing, too. I barely have time to think. The boat's there in front of me. Take it across to the island. I hope you find this lair where the Order of the Fang hides out. We could use some good news.
Greetings. Welcome, stranger. I am Professor Alazred. If you seek the Order of the Fang, you have found it. What brings you here?
You tell Professor Alhazred about your search for Malistaire.
I have seen no Malistaire, but I know why he sought us. Long ago we wrote the Krokonomicon. With the power of life and death, he could spell disaster in the wrong hands. Before I say more, you must earn the Order's trust. Please go to the Krokosphinx, seek out Shalak the Wise, and heed his words.